Welcome to Dodger Fan Weekly. I'm Adele.
And I'm Annadelle. And we love the Dodgers. And we love Cody Bellinger, don't we?
We do.
You know, this season for us, Dodger Fan Weekly hasn't talked much about the team, actually.
Right.
So today we're going to talk a little bit about our Dodgers.
Right. We're a month into the season.
Yes.
It's time to talk about it.
No. Yeah.
When the season started, the buzzword for our team was depth.
Right.
Depth.
So let's talk about that. How deep is our depth? First of all, what is depth? How do you define depth?
Well, depth, as far as we're concerned, is if someone on the team needs a vacation, a day off, or if someone gets hurt, there's another player that can come and step in
Right.
and do as good of a job.
Right. And
So when the season started, what was our depth? Howard Cole said we had depth. On
Right.
this show he did.
well, there was Andre Ethier,
Oops.
but he hasn't played a single game all season.
No, he hasn't. And then there's SVS, who
Scott Van Slyke,
Scott Van Slyke.
who has not been performing necessarily to the level that
Right.
they expect.
Exactly, and we've had a few injuries. I mean,
Yes,
someone
we
like
have.
Forsythe went down, so Utley, who is the depth, is not that deep right now, unfortunately. So
Not performing to his standard.
yes.
You know.
So
But then what happened? What a difference a day makes, right?
yes, Cody Bellinger came up. Now, he's not the only young player that is really showing up.
No, he's
because
not.
Tolles has more RBIs than Turner
As of
this
today, right. Taylor, he's made a real impact. And one thing Cody Bellinger has done is made a difference in the conversation
Yes.
about the young guys, the new guys coming up, and making room for them to stay on the team.
This might be, remember this date, this might be the first time we actually thank our front office.
Yeah, thanks.
So, whatever you were planning, if this was the plan, we like it.
It's
Thank you
working.
very much.
We like what we see. We think the fans like what they see too.
Yes, so
Yeah, so.
we tip our imaginary Dodger hat to you. Thank you, front office, for the depth.
Congratulations to David Madeira. He's the winner of the Babe Ruth bobblehead for answering last week's question correctly. He was chosen at random from all of our entrants, and he's the winner. Congratulations.
The fun doesn't stop there. If you answer today's question correctly at the end of the show, you can win both of these.
What do you know? Did you happen to read the article by Ken Rosenthal last week about Noah Syndergaard and his injury?
No, I didn't.
Well, you know, everybody knows Syndergaard went down. What struck me about the article is that Ken Rosenthal said, "I don't mean to be flip, but virtually the entire industry saw this coming from the moment Syndergaard showed up at spring training with an extra 17 pounds of muscle." And, you know, that made me wonder. I mean, is it fair to wonder or think or even ask, are steroids in baseball again?
Well, they are in baseball again because people are getting caught. The thing is, no one's allowed to talk about it. And so
No.
it's like this taboo subject. And I, as a fan, it's not a court of law. I, as a fan, should be able to talk about it without getting lambasted.
Right. And
Because I think the dude's cheating.
I do too.
And-
And we're not scientists, so, you know, we're not going to be specific about why we think that, but we're allowed to think it because we know what the side effects are. There's more home runs going on. That's a side effect.
Well,
There's acne and hair growth and beards. Yeah.
Interesting. The thing is, look, steroids are in the game, they're not in the game. A lot of people are going to say, who cares when it all costs? I get that.
Right.
I
But-
just feel like I should have we as fans should be able to talk about it and have a healthy debate about it. And the fact that steroids are in the game, it needs to be talked about
It
because
does.
A, they're still not allowed, so it's cheating.
It's cheating,
Right?
right?
What? No.
And
I
on
know.
top of that, shouldn't a general manager of a team or an owner know about somebody if they're using performance enhancing drugs? Because I sign you to a big contract, you break down, you get hurt, you get suspended. I mean, it's not fair to fans, but it's really not fair to, I know, owners make all the money, but still, if I'm paying for my players.
And so we're just asking reasonable questions for a reasonable debate.
Right.
Because it is going on, and we lived through the other steroid era, and it was just not.
It ruined
was not
baseball
fun.
for a while. It was really a drag, and we don't want it to
So-
happen again.
We need a dialogue.
So, while you were gone, something happened.
What happened?
I was on Twitter and I saw this tweet from a lady named Gail who is in New Brunswick, Canada. And she's a Dodgers fan, and she's a longtime Dodgers fan and lives so far away. And she said, I want one of those Dodgers knit caps that they gave away at Dodger Stadium. And so I thought, well, I've got 2 of them here. And so we asked for her address, and I packed it up and I sent it to her in New Brunswick, Canada. And she really loves it. And she sent a picture, see? And she's got the Dodger.
You
knit
sent her
cap.
my cap?
Well, you weren't here.
You sent her my cap?
Well, you don't need it in LA. And so, but look how good it looks on her. She wears it well.
Well, but you know what? That cap really does belong in Canada.
Yes, it does.
So wear it well. Have fun. Go Dodgers. Thank you, Gail. Enjoy it.
We're giving away 2 bobbleheads this time.
Yes, we are. And spring has sprung. So we are giving away 2 garden gnomes.
Magic Johnson.
And Tommy Lasorda. So the question is, how many times did we say the word death in this episode? Not counting this last one.
I'm Adele.
I'm Annadelle.
Don't forget to tweet. See you next time.